まあ、今日戻ってきて調子はどうでした？
まあ幸せなことに、チームがこれまでいい戦いをしてくれたおかげで、僕のリハビリから復帰した登板ではなくて、まずこのセントルイスとの戦いを2勝2敗で、にするんだっていうそういう気持ちで臨めたので、それはすごく良かったと思います。
Yeah, it was really good. I was very grateful because during my rehab process, the team was playing really well. So today, it didn't really feel like my first start coming back from rehab. It was just, okay, let's even up the series. So very grateful.
Was he almost happy that the first batter was he had to run to first, kind of show everyone he was healthy and fine, and kind of a similar play to what happened last time?
その前回、怪我を起きたプレーの似たようなプレーで、一塁カバーのプレーがその最初のバッターだったっていうのに対して、喜びを感じました。
そうですね、そこで、しっかり冷静に相手を処理できたので、僕もほっとしましたし、チームとしてもほっとしたのかなと思います。
Yeah, I felt, relaxed afterwards, and I think the team felt the same way. I was able to stay calm and make the play, so I think there was a sign of relief after that.
It seemed like he just basically took off from where he was before. Surprised at all that there was no rustiness?
その前回、怪我する前からの登板を続けた感じで、それを継続する感じで、投球をしてたように見えたんですけど、そのちょっとマウンドから時間が離れてたんで、そういう感覚が鈍ったとか、そういうのはありましたか？
まだ全てのボールを完璧に操れているわけではなかったので、味方の守備もたくさんいいプレーがありましたし、でキャッチャーのケリーもものすごくいいリードをしてくれたので、本当に、自分が良かったというよりかは周りに本当にいいに救われたなと思いますね。
Yeah, I wouldn't say 100% I felt completely under control with all my pitches. I think shout out to the defense, also Kelly, where he was calling a really good game. So I would say I got saved by all my teammates.
First start back for Shota, what stood out?
Yeah, just how he kind of controlled the environment. Nothing looked like he'd been out there, every single start, and I think there's a tendency to get a little overamped in a start like that. And I thought he controlled his effort level really well, his energy really well, and that caused a lot of really good execution.
When you see him, execution, poking in the heater like he was to start the game, what does that tell you?
Yeah, I think right away it told us that he was just not going to try to overdo it, and I think that's the natural tendency on a first start back in this situation. Stay within yourself. I thought he did a really good job of that.
Did a good job just by the bullpen again behind him.
Yeah, awesome. A great job. 4 guys couldn't ask for anything more. They did a wonderful job. We got a big defensive play from Pete. That was a huge play in the game, but they did a great job. Kind of the game scripted out as exactly as well as we could have hoped.
That last moment, do you think Danny was just sort of yelling in excitement? Was he aiming anything at Wilson?
I didn't see it. I was giving high fives.
Okay.
What did you think of the way that he poured down after the
Yeah, that's being a closer. I think that's what Danny's doing so well this year is that you come in with a lead, the other team gets a rally. Then the emotion of kind of the stadium starts to go up, and if everything starts to go up, and you have to control it and make pitches. And that's where Danny's taken a huge step forward this year. You succeed in moments like that where that very thing happens. That's what the ninth inning's about.
What did you see when Wilson got hit? It seemed like there were some words exchanged there as well. Valencia didn't seem to rattle Valencia.
I didn't see anything there, really. Yeah.
How did it feel to be back out there?
We are back to work. This is Cubs Live, presented by Toyota, the official vehicle of your Chicago Cubs. I'm Cole Wright, alongside the 17-year big leaguer Cliff Floyd, who decided to wear a tie today because Shota Imanaga back in the mix, so it's a formal affair. Big-time win last night. Need more of that, specifically with the run support for Shota's return today.
Well, the run support has been there.
I mean, run support is coming back. The bats are coming back. They're playing solid baseball. Last night, they actually, stole some bags, did some things differently on the base pass.
Aggressive.
Got some 2-out RBIs. Very aggressive, and I think they had to bring that statement game as they did last night, just to sort of get back into the series. Now you can even the series.
Sure.
Shota goes out there and deals today. The bats stay alive. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, ninth start of the season for Shota Imanaga. How important is it to have a guy like this back in the mix? Because we talked about it all season long. And when he does return to the fold, it's like getting a mid-season acquisition.
Yeah, it really is. And, he is win day, right? When he pitches, they win. And, for some reason, some guys have that knack.
Matt Boyd, we saw that last night.
Boyd has been awesome. But you had to fill that gap for 7 weeks. And the ability to have that luxury in your clubhouse without going, to find it somewhere else. Within the system, you have as well. Michael Fulmer, unfortunately, takes the hit for this. Sure. And I thought he had found something. I mean, he looked really good.
Especially
I know they were
with 0.00 ERA.
Tough to let that go.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yep.
But that's this business. But on the flip side, with Shota, he's just that guy, man. He's just the guy that you want on the mound. He's that guy when he comes into the clubhouse. You kind of feel the energy and the vibe of what he brings. And he's done it the whole season. He's done it since he's been here. And it's, sometimes you can ill afford to lose guys. Every team has somebody they've lost.
Uh-oh, look at this.
Right? And so, when you think about May 4th and before, it's just showing you right here on the screen. And I don't think...
Is Shota the force? Because apparently before May 4th, they had the force. After May 4th, they were without the force. May the 4th be with you,
right? I know where he was going with that. And I know the camera wasn't on you, but that would have been good for the camera to see you. I just feel like since then, you've done what you could do.
Okay.
And so I don't think you could have, expected or asked for any more. I really don't. I think what happened in that time is guys found themselves. Guys found what they're about, what they're able to do, not trying to be Superman, but be yourself. And the bullpen got healthier. With Porter Hodge coming back, you can shorten the game a little bit more. You can do some different things with that. And then you allow Colin Ray to go out there and probably exceed expectations, because I don't think he thought he was going to have to make 12 starts. And he did it. Didn't say one word about it. Was out there, feeling every emotion of whether he did good or bad, and it didn't matter. It was the quality of him giving you that chance to not panic without Shota, and then also dealing with the loss of Justin Steele for the season.
Yeah, we've seen an all hands-on-deck mentality and thought process from Craig all the way down to the bottom of the roster. And the Cubs, they know how to win when Shota Imanaga is out there on the hill. They're 5-3 in games that he starts. Joe and our friends over at the Obvious Shirt Company, you see, following statement released today by Mike Imanaga. I'm back. You like that?
I like that.
Reminiscent of another famous Mike here in the city of Chicago. He came back wearing the 4-5, but it's not to play games with you. It's to aim at you, and that's exactly what Shota Imanaga is looking to do in just a little bit, and he's going to look for some help from his fellow countryman, Seiya Suzuki. He has been on a torrid tear as of late, hitting balls farther than they built the fence. And next up, well, some Shota's good, more is a little bit better. The latest on the Throwing Philosopher's return to service, plus some battle plans. Today's lineup, 1 through 9, that's next right here. Stick with us on Cubs Live.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、コメントお願いいたします。